Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute and I apologize, life, but I'm back in full force. I got things lined up for y'all. I just want to do a quick shout out to my friends. Thank you guys for applying pressure, always applying pressure, and never letting me forget or let up on, the goals I have for myself and this channel. So you already know by reading the title, obviously this is going to be a get ready with me about post grad life. So it's just going to be basically a quick chit chat about what I've went through, tips and tricks, and just how I basically navigated through the whole thing. And so you already know what to do now. Go ahead and like and subscribe down below. And then, to all my post grads out there, if you have any tips, tricks, or something to share, go ahead and comment that down below too. Let your girl know, let the world know. We all in this together. So you already know, let's get it. Okay, y'all, I'm blind, so we're gonna take these glasses off. If I start squinting, I apologize. So first, what I want to touch on is pre-grad life, if that's a thing. I don't really know. I just want to talk about my last semester leading up to post-grad life, because I feel like a lot of people don't hit on that as much. Well, I mean, it makes sense, it's post-grad, but the last semester was really crucial for me leading up into my post-grad life. So with my pre-grad, whatever, my last semester was stressful. Out of the two, well, not out of the two, but of all those semesters that I had, or almost two stressful ones, were my first semester as a freshman, where I almost failed out because school was honestly, college itself was just a culture shock for me, and I thought I was going to be able to adjust well, and I couldn't. It was just so much going on, and I was just overwhelmed. And looking back at it now, I realized I was depressed, not knowing that when it was happening. And so this semester, now that I have experienced 4 years, and mind you, I was a super senior, so this was a half a semester, whatever it's called. I was super senior, so my senior year was a year and a half. So I graduated a semester late or whatever. But anyways, still in my grad year though, so class of 2018, what's up? And so it was a lot. I was really stressing about trying to find a job. I wasn't really pressed about my academics because I was gonna graduate regardless. Yeah, I'm trying to tell y'all, I was not going to stay another minute, another second. I burnt out of school. And for all the people who know it, we've been in school for so long, and so I personally took a gap year. It might turn into a gap 2 years, but props to people who go straight into grad school, who go straight to med school, law school, whatever school. Props to you, because I just had to take a break. Whew, couldn't do it. And so it was just, it was a lot. So I started looking for jobs June of 2018. Y'all know how this job looking process goes. It's stressful. You apply to 50, 100, 200 jobs and only hear back from a select few, and then you go into interview and then you don't even get it. And so for me, I applied to, I don't want to say thousands, but I applied to a lot of jobs, mainly things that were going to focus in my area that I want to go to, because I plan to be a lawyer. So I want to work in a law firm as a law assistant, or legal assistant or something. Yeah. And so I wasn't hearing back from them and whatnot, but out of all the jobs I applied to, I got 2 interviews. 2. Yo, the disrespect. Honestly, that's disrespectful. And so, yeah, I only got 2. And one of them had the audacity to try and offer me $12.50. Look, I live in Texas, and so the amount of living here ain't bad, but I have expensive taste. I have an expensive personality. And all jokes aside, $12.50 wasn't going to be enough to pay for anything for me. And so I'm very grateful that I was able to get an interview with someone that was going to pay me a minimum living wage, if that makes sense. Like, there's minimum wage and then there's a minimum living wage, I like to say. And so I was able to get it, and that's where I work now, and I'm very grateful. And the company I work for is amazing, and they actually care. And you don't hear that from a lot of people with these big corporations and whatnot. So I'm very grateful that I landed where I did. And so, yeah, and that was my stressful part. But like, you know, other than that, like school-wise, the things that I had going on, I was a part of a lot of organizations. I was on the boards for a lot of organizations, and your girl was stressed still. Like, I'm over here running around crazy trying to, like, you know, make sure my schoolwork is, you know, done. Because again, I wasn't staying no longer, didn't have no time between classes, and had to make sure that my organizations were good because we had events going on. Like, one of my organizations, we hosted a major political candidate, and that was like super last minute. So we had to scramble to get that together. So it was just like a lot going on and a lot of responsibility on top of my head. And aside from that, also having to deal with my personal life and like family things, it's just, last semester was a lot, okay? And then when it finally did come to graduation for me, it was super underwhelming. I don't know, it was just super underwhelming. I didn't really know what to feel like. I was just like, okay, like, it was just like an other thing for me to just like, okay, well, I walked across the stage, I got the degree, or the little IOU that they like to give out. That's what I like to call it, because your actual degree don't come in the mail. Your actual degree comes in mail and whatnot. And so, yeah, I did it, and that was that about that. I need to get my eyebrows done. Like, they was done beforehand, but I kind of let them go and whatnot. So, oops. So anyways, graduated, right? And I started my new job in January. And so super excited. And the thing is, like, I don't know when most post-grad depression hits for most people. Mine didn't come for a few months later, because when I graduated, and I went straight to my job, I had to go into a training class. So I was still in that school setting. And so it didn't really hit me yet that I like graduated. Like, I know I graduated, and now I'm working a big girl job, but I was still like in a classroom setting. So it wasn't really that like big of a deal for me, or like a big of a change. It wasn't until I started working the regular schedule that they gave me that I started to notice. So my training was 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, which is pretty nice. And so that's something that I had to get adjusted to, but that was okay, because now, like, my body, I can't even sleep in, can't do none of that. And so it wasn't too much like of a big difference for me. It's just like, yeah, okay, we in class, we learning and whatnot. And I was able to find like a group of people within the my training class that were super bomb, and whatnot, and it was just great. And so it wasn't until like I got into my actual like schedule that I started noticing that I'm really just going through routine. Like, I went to sleep, or I woke up, went to work, came home, went to sleep, woke up, went to work. Because the way that my shift was set up, Let's put some more here. The way that my shift was set up is that I worked from, did y'all see my dog go back there and hide? Okay. I was working 3:30 to 12:30, which I was like, at first, yay, like I get to sleep in and whatnot, like bomb, right? I ain't had no social life, y'all. Like all my friends, this is my dry one. All my friends were either still in school or working like a regular 8 to 5, 9 to 5 or something like that. And so it was really just like a shock for me because I was so used to being like surrounded by my friends or people that I know like and could relate to. Oh, oops. Well, and so to not have that anymore was really like, well, dang, like I can't see like what I like, well, what my chosen family. I couldn't see my chosen family anymore. I started my new job and blah, 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 blah. Like it was not saying that was bad. It was like, it's definitely great and whatnot. But it's just my work life or my work social life, work-life balance. There we go. That's the name. Work-life balance. Was just not there. Like it was not there. And so to all my grads out there, if working like a 3 to 12 is great for you or something, or a late shift and you can still like have a social life and it not affect you, definitely do it. For me, I know it's better for me to work like a 9 to 5 or something like that to where I can still have a social life, because right now I'm off on the weekends, which is great because all my friends are off on the weekends, but I'm limited to 2 days to where beforehand it was on and popping. We saw each other 4 or 5 days out the week. Like I lived with my best friends and I live with my best friend now, but my schedules are so flip-flop that I literally go a whole week without seeing her and it sucks. And so definitely recommend, tip, trick, whatever, find a job where work-life balance is something that you can attain, is something that they can work with. And yeah, because for me it is like a struggle. I make it through, but it is a struggle. It's something that does like affect me. When I did realize that I was depressed, before I realized I felt really empty and unfulfilled. I was really just going through the motions. And so it just sucked because when I was in college, I was so excited to get a job. I was like, and I'm gonna have time to do this and that. I was gonna try to take up acting. I was gonna try photography and just like a multitude of things that I'm not able to do now just because of my schedule. And again, like if you have plans for yourself to do all these things, make sure that if you do go into a career or a job right after school, that your job is able to accommodate it or to have something set to where you have time to like pursue all those things. Now that I am working my big girl job, let me tell y'all, time management is key. I don't care what nobody else tells you. Being in college and then outside college, time management is key. Time is money. Like I didn't really understand it until I was really out here in these streets, y'all. Okay, like I was really out here having to work for what I got. Not saying I never worked for what I have, but I was real life working. Time is money. Period. I don't care what nobody else tells you. You need to learn time management now. Like now. Get a planner, get an agenda, use a plan on your phone, get a agenda app. I don't care what you do, but manage your time. Because now that I'm out here actually working an 8-9 hour shift and all I do is come home and sleep because I'm tired, in college, that's when you have the most time. And because for me personally, that I definitely could have managed my time better to take up all these activities that I wanted to do now, but I didn't. Y'all have time. Make the most out of it. Get your assignments done, get them out the way. Whatever events or committees you're a part of, do that. And then the time that you have for you, pursue the things that you want. That's all I gotta say about that. All I gotta say. Now that I am out of college, I started going to counseling because when I was in college, I definitely preached it. to the heavens. Like, y'all go to counseling and blah 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 blah, because at my school, and I think for most schools, you have counseling services that you pay for with your tuition. Let me repeat that again. You pay for it with your tuition. So it's free, not technically free, but it's services for you that you need to utilize, that me, myself, even though I was preaching up and down, like, go to counseling, this is free and blah, blah, blah. Me, myself, I never did it until last minute, but they was booked. So I couldn't get in. It was my last semester. I was trying to see somebody to come help me, and I couldn't. So I had to wait until I got my big girl job and wait for my big girl insurance to kick in to start going to counseling. And y'all, it was the most amazing thing I've ever done for myself, to better myself. Going to counseling, I realized like a lot of things that I do and how I react has to do with a lot of like things for me growing up, outside factors. Realized I have social anxiety, which I thought I had for the longest, and it just got confirmed when I went to my counselor. And it was just really nice to lay it all out to somebody who don't know me from nothing, and they're professional, and so they're there to actually analyze and talk me through things and help me figure it out. And it's just amazing. So if my counselor's watching this, shout out to you, girl, because you helped me. I appreciate you and whatnot. So y'all go find counseling before you have to start paying for it, because counseling ain't cheap. Like, it's not. So do it. But yeah, college, post-grad life, it can be really depressing. And I'm only, what's this month? It's September. I'm 9 months in, and I didn't realize, or post-grad didn't really hit me until like 3 or 4 months in and whatnot. And then some people don't even realize that, you know, they're going through it. The best way to realize that you are going through post-grad depression is if you are really feeling unfulfilled, that you're just going through emotions, that things aren't like lining up for you. You just feel empty. Like, that's it. That's how I felt. I didn't feel like, after, you know, being excited, or all the excitement of my job like was over, I didn't feel anything. I felt empty and whatnot. And that's definitely not something, well, that's definitely just like a terrible feeling to have in general. Oh my God. Y'all, I always mess up my eyeliner on this eye. Like, always. You know what? This is as good as it's gonna get. Yeah. Whenever I'm recording videos, like, 'cause I've recorded makeup videos in the past, I've always felt awkward doing my mascara, because, you know, you open your mouth to try and, like, you know, give yourself, I guess, enough room or whatever. And it was just awkward to me. It just really awkward to me. Oh God, what the hell? You know, my skin can't let me live. I'm trying my best. I'm really out here. I'm going to a dermatologist, getting products, and my skin won't let me live. I've been drinking water like a fish, like, won't let me live. Post-grad depression is real. And so now I am feeling definitely a whole lot more fulfilled and whatnot. I joined a Facebook group, actually, and it's called Black Girl Magic. And within that group, they have a mentorship program where, you know, it's a mentorship program. And, you know, for me, when I was in school, I never really, like, actually seeked out a mentor, or more so, like, told whoever, or asked somebody to be my mentor. I just kind of dubbed these people my mentor, and they don't even know it. I don't think they know it. So there's actually three amazing ladies from my old college who I dubbed my mentors. And if y'all are watching this, I hope you know who you are, because I don't know if I can like shout y'all out like this. I don't know if y'all want to be shouted out, but I just want to say thank y'all so much for like helping me through college, guiding me, and just like being an amazing source of wealth and whatnot. I definitely appreciate y'all so much. And you know, if you do see us, I'm just gonna come back to school and just come tell y'all after I post a video and whatnot. And yeah, wow, maybe I should get a lighter concealer. This really blended in a little bit too good. Like, can y'all even tell I have concealer on? Because I can't tell. Maybe it's just a lighting. I don't know. Oh well. But now that I actually went out and sought out a mentor. Oh, see, I didn't even blend right. I went out and sought a mentor, and I listed the things that I am looking for. Now that I'm an adult and I have like adult responsibilities and whatnot, I feel like school definitely didn't like, you know, prepare us for that. Definitely didn't prepare me for all the things that I would have to be dealing with. And so she definitely helped prepare me, and we're still in it, still trying to get it done and whatnot. And so I'm trying to become more financially literate and know like what I'm doing and whatnot. And she's helping me do that. Like, y'all, my biggest thing is trying to save money and whatnot. And this lady here helped me do it. And it's amazing knowing that, like, you know, if something happened, I'm not going to be struggling or anything like that. Like, I got it. Like, if emergency happens, then it happens. And also just like for my life, like, you know, things happen. And so, yeah, I got a cushion. I definitely got a cushion. For my people out here who are still struggling, still trying to make it, look, we got this, okay? And I understand that going from college to just work life, especially if like you're moving back home. Real quick, I just gotta shout out Fantigo Brianna. This is my highlighter trophy wife. Look, I will always, okay? Just have to shout her out real quick. But anyways, the biggest thing that I want everybody to take away from this video is that everybody has their own time and whatnot, and everybody has their own path. And for me, my post-grad depression hit 3-4 months in. For other people, you probably don't have it, or it probably might not come later or anything like that. It could be before school even happens. But just what I recommend is to find your chosen family, especially for people who can't go home. And what I mean by chosen family is that is your friends, basically. It's your friends, it's your mentor, it's the people that, you know, you choose to be a part of your life. And the reason why I say that is because sometimes people's home situation isn't always great. And so I can say for sure myself, because I am 300 miles away from my family, that my chosen family has pulled me out of some really dark places, and they don't allow me to go there if they see me spiraling. And so that is something that I definitely appreciate. So shout out to y'all, like shout out to y'all. Thank y'all so much for holding me down and whatnot. So y'all, that's like the biggest hack. That's the biggest hack. Like, okay, not the biggest hack. After time management, second biggest hack. Find your chosen family. Not let you fall, because I don't let my friends fall. Like, if I see you struggling, sis, no, we about to pick you back up, and we about to make things shake. And that's really all I gotta say about that. Time management, your chosen family, and you know, your work-life balance are gonna be the most important things. I know for me, my school was my village. My group of friends are my tribe. And it's gonna be really a culture shock to go from seeing people every day, like, who are in it for the same reason you are and whatnot, same goal, to just going into the corporate world. And for the people who aren't going straight into the corporate world and going home, if you can go home and it doesn't mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically drain you, then go home. Save your coins. Like, do it. If going home is gonna do that to you, then don't do that. Like, don't put yourself in a like even worse place than you already are, if you're even there. That's what I recommend. For me, ooh, Lord, I've been talking to y'all. My lips look terrible. Hold on. Hold on. I apologize. Oh, God. I am so sorry, y'all. My lips look horrendous. But yeah, I feel like I was all over the place, and I probably was, but it's okay. These videos will get better with time. So yeah. All right, y'all, that's it. So thank you so much for tuning in. I know I kind of rambled, like, you know, don't judge me too bad. I'm just getting back in the game, you know, sticking my toe in or whatever. But thank you again. I shared what I knew, just shared my life, and I hope that it touched somebody. And so my postgrads are out there. If you have more information to share with us, please go ahead and share with us. Comment down below. If you need somebody to talk to, DM me, email me. I am here for you. And so that's about it. Go ahead and like and subscribe, share with your people, and we gonna get this on the pop, and you're gonna be seeing more of my face. Okay? Okay. And so we're gonna go ahead and sign out. You already know what to do. We're talking about peace, love, and blessing. All right, bye.